This girl is 8 years old and talks to her mother like this.
Yeah. Shut the
And this 9-year-old boy attacks his mother on a daily basis. And take a look at this 10-year-old. He wants to be a thief.
I'm just really afraid.
Please don't call me fat.
I want to be the boss.
You got 3 seconds to hand me the cigarette.
Yeah.
Shocking 8, 9, and 10-year-olds caught on tape. This is Clarissa, and this is her 9-year-old son, Tommy. Now, Clarissa sits here completely broken because her 9-year-old son, Tommy, is running the household. Now, how does a 9-year-old do that? You know how he does it? Through intimidation and fear. He's the intimidator. Everybody in Clarissa's family is terrified of this kid. Now, to show us how a 9-year-old can cause a family to tremble in fear, Clarissa invited us to send a camera crew to her home. Now, what you're about to see is what Clarissa claims takes place every day in her home. Take a look. When our camera crew first arrived at Clarissa's house, she informed us how she expected her 9-year-old son, Tommy, to act.
Maury, I wanted you to bring your cameras here so that you can see how my son Tommy really acts. He knows the cameras are here, and this isn't an act. This is how he acts every single day. He smokes cigarettes, he curses at me, he beats up his little sister. He's out of control.
What we caught on videotape was shocking. First, Tommy aimed his anger towards Clarissa.
I said done, Mommy, you bitch!
Then, 9-year-old Tommy began beating on his brother and sister. But 9-year-old Tommy wasn't finished. He then turned his rage toward the family dog. Clarissa had warned us, but our camera crew was shocked when Tommy began to destroy the house piece by piece.
Put the phone down.
Then, at the end, our videographer caught Tommy stealing a half a cigarette and then smoking it.
You got 3 seconds to hand me the cigarette.
Cigarette!
Yeah.
Wow. That's not an act. That's what happens all the time.
All the time.
Before the show, our supervising producer spoke to Tommy, asked him about some of his behavior, and this is what he had to say.
Tell me the names you call your mother.
You're a hog.
Do you hit your mother?
Yes. I punch her, I kick her, call names, I hit her.
Tell me what you do to your sister.
I choke her, I punch her, I pull her hair, and all that.
How do you treat your brother?
I beat him up.
All right, Tommy. How do you act in school?
I punch my teacher, I hit him, I curse at him, and all that.
Do you steal?
I steal quads, I steal go-karts, I steal cigarettes, I steal bikes. And money.
None of that surprises you, what he said?
No.
Nothing came as a shock to you?
No.
I want to meet young Tommy, 9 years old. Here he is. Come on, Tommy. How you been?
Good.
What up? How you doing?
Nothing.
Come on out here. All right, sit next to your mom. Talk to your mom right now. Tell me about your mom right here, because you just told me on the tape, you told our producer on the tape, you hate your mom?
Cause you go out all the time.
Tommy, now guess what? That's one word we're not going to use out here, okay? All right, you're not going to use that word out here.
She goes out all the time.
She goes out on the time? Is that why you hate her?
Yeah, because I hate babysitters.
You hate babysitters? Well, listen, do you think your mother loves you?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to tell you something, Tom. I got the goods on you. You know that? I got some goods on you.
I don't care.
You don't care? I care. I care a lot. Because you and another kid on the show today, who we're going to meet a little bit later, you were in our green room last night, and we had a hidden camera in there. And take a look what we caught you all doing. Watch this, Tommy.
Call those out there. My money. Yo, what happened? Yo, look. There. Holy. Today's my lucky day. Go, man. Yo, man. You think we got money? Hell yeah. Up there. Yeah, I want. See my cause they laka.
Why'd you do that?
Huh?
That was a picture of me. Why'd you do that?
I don't know.
You know.
I don't.
You did. Yeah, you know. Come on, you know. Tell me. Just between you and me. Tell me why.
I don't know.
Yeah, you do know, Tommy. Yeah, you know. You know why you did it? Because you wanted to be a smart guy, didn't you? Huh? You think it was cool. You remember what happened in the limo? We had a hidden camera there, and listen to what we caught you doing in the limo. Watch this.
Can't believe you stole that money.
One.
Are they all ones or are there other?
All ones. 1, 2.
Put it away.
I got you in my dollars. Sorry.
You gave that back.
No, they still go have it.
No, they didn't.
6. They still can. I put them on and keep them on.
Stand up. Stand up, Tommy. I want you to empty your pockets. Empty all your pockets. What do you got in there?
Money.
Money? Put the money down right here. All of it. That's not money. Come on. Do you have... What's this? Did you steal the wallet too?
Yeah.
You stole the wallet too? Is there anything that's not yours that you took
Nope.
from the room? How about, is there anything that you're wearing that's not yours?
This is Robert.
That's Robert's? Put it down right there. Anything else? Now, instead of saying, I don't know, you just answer me this one question. Why do you take things that aren't yours?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
Maybe I want to.
Maybe you want to? And why will you want to? Why do you want to? Why do you want to? You think that's cool? But if you take it from somebody, that means somebody doesn't have it. And that means you're stealing from them. Do you want to steal? Well, that's what you do. Dee Dee knows all about this, don't you, Dee Dee?
I do.
Dee Dee has an 8-year-old daughter named Jasmine, who is so wild, so out of control. Dee Dee feels she's at the end of her rope. Dee Dee says day after day, 8-year-old Jasmine punches her, smacks her in the face, calls her horrible names. The worst part about all of this is that Dee Dee has kidney problems. And when Jasmine doesn't get her way, Jasmine thinks it's funny to pounce on her mom's kidneys. So Dee Dee invited our camera crew to her house the other day to give us an idea of how Jasmine acts on a daily basis.
Hi, Maury. I wanted you to bring your cameras here today to see how my daughter Jasmine acts all the time. She knows the camera's here. This is how she is all the time. Did you just say to me? A bitch! You want to go to your bedroom for the night? Please don't call me fat. Get out, you bitch! Go sit down now. No. Now.
I'm losing my mind.
She constantly is like this, 24/7. It's so bad, Maury, that she's starting to hit on her baby brother.
No, I'm not. That's a lie.
Yeah, you have, Jess.
Shut the
Hey,
out. Here. Take it.
Go
Take it.
play.
Take
That's how she behaves?
Yeah,
Is that all the time?
all the time. 24/7.
All right, before we bring her out, our supervising producer sat down with Jasmine to ask her about her behavior, and this was her reaction.
What names do you call your mom?
A bitch. You stupid whore. You face bitch. I call her you crackhead. I call her stupid. I call her shut up. I call her dummy.
Do you hit your mother?
I've slapped her before.
Do you love your mom?
Of course I do. But sometimes she just gets on my nerves, and sometimes I just have to go kind of crazy on her.
Tell me how your mom gets on your nerves.
I don't like the way she says her S's. I don't like the way she drives. I don't like the way she talks, and I don't like the way she drinks soda pop.
You're 8 years old. Tell me who runs the house.
I do. Because I want to be, and I want to be a leader, and I'm a leader.
Let's see her. Here's Jasmine. Jasmine, come on out. Hi, Jasmine. How are you?
Good.
My golly, Jasmine, anybody with a smile like that, I can't imagine you do all those things to your mom. Why would you do that? Huh?
I don't know.
I want you to watch the way you acted when our camera crew came to your house. Now, I want you to watch this, okay, Jasmine?
Okay.
This is how she is all the time. Did you just say to me? A bitch! You want to go to your bedroom for the night? Please don't call me fat. Get out, you bitch! Go sit down now.
No.
Now.
I'm losing my mind.
She constantly is like this, 24/7. It's so bad, Maury, that she's starting to hit on her baby brother.
No, I'm not. That's a
Yeah, you have, Jess.
Shut the up,
Cassie,
you. Here. Take it.
go play.
Take it. I'm gonna throw that. You tell him. You face here. Ah!
You know something? Jasmine, you had your hands up to your face like you were embarrassed watching yourself. You know that? That's the way you looked. I think you were a little embarrassed about the way you acted, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, look at that smile. See how great a smile you have? This is what I don't get. It looks like you got a smile that can melt people. I know that. Are you the boss of the house?
Yeah.
What makes you the boss?
Because I want to be the boss.
Oh. Have you ever said to yourself, okay, I know my temper's getting up. I know it's rising. I know it's going to be there. I'm just going to walk away and cool off for about 5 minutes. You ever done that?
No.
Well, maybe we can teach you to do that. We'll be back right after this. Shocking 8, 9, and 10-year-olds. You know, every parent dreams of their child being liked by the kids in school. That's what we all want from our kids. We want them to be liked, and we want them to like. But in Dorothea's case, the other kids in school are terrified of her 10-year-old son, Robert. You see, Robert thinks it's fun to assault his classmates, beat them up for their lunch money. And it doesn't end when the school bell rings. Dorothea says Robert's extremely violent to her and her family as well. And just a few months ago, Robert attempted to stab his cousin in the chest with a pair of scissors. He thinks he's going to be a gangster, doesn't he?
He loved the rappers. He loved the rappers. I don't have cable. I don't have cable. I don't CDs. He don't have. When he go away, he come back with new CDs. I'll take them. I'll look at the name of it. Okay, this goes away. This goes away, and I don't let him listen to it. Not at all.
So before the show, our supervising producer sat down with Robert to talk to him, and this is the way it came out.
Tell me the names you call your mother.
Stupid bum, punk ass, dirty hoe, and bitch, and
Do you hit your mother?
I punch her, I twist her arm, I choke her and slam her.
What do you think of your mother?
She ugly.
What do you do to your 1-year-old brother?
Call him fat boy, fat black, and fat purple, and fat boy.
Do you steal?
Yes, Hot Wheel cars, chips, Huggies, Nike nights.
Do you smoke cigarettes?
I did 5 times, and the kind of
Do you get into fights at school?
yes, and I got away 2 times, and I got suspended 3 times.
Are you tough?
Yes, cause if somebody come to me, I'll punch them in their face, and they know not to mess with me.
That's the way he is.
That's Robert.
He's just not talking for the camera.
That's Robert.
All right, here he is. Here's Robert. Robert, come on out. Robert, how you doing? What's up? What's going on here? Robert, what's going on here? Huh? What's going on? Where'd you get that?
I stole it from y'all.
You stole it. Well, I'll say one thing. At least he admits it.
Huh?
How much you got in there?
No, I got a
Well, first of all, I'm going to show you this tape, okay? I want to show you this tape. Take a look at this tape.
Call those out there. This is my money. No, that's how I do it. Yo, look. There. Holy. Today my lucky day. Cool, man. Yo, man. Huh? You see, cool. We got money, man. Hell yeah. Call those out there. Yeah, I want. Be my cause we laka. Yo, no! Stop! That's funny. Ready, move. Go. Drop it. Look.
Not even funny. You sit here smiling around. Stop smiling around.
Robert, what are you smiling at? What are you laughing at?
That's the funny.
What are you smiling at?
Funny, Robert.
It's not funny.
Put your foot down.
That's not funny. That's my picture. Now, Robert, nice looking thing you got on there around your neck. Where'd you get that?
You?
Did I give it to you?
The room did.
The room gave it to you? The room just up and gave it to you?
It
Said,
was in
here,
there."
Robert, take this. What else did the room give you? Did the room give you that money in your ear?
Yeah.
No, it didn't. Take it out. Let me see how much money's there. You get up and come over here and hand it to me.
Give it to me.
Thank you very much. Now I want to count it. Robert, stand up. Stand up. What else are you wearing right now that's not yours?
This.
Don't throw it. You're going to have to come pick
Put
it
it
up,
back.
please. You have to come
What
pick
else?
it up. No, come pick them
What
up.
else?
Come pick it up. Pick it up.
What else?
Come pick it up, honey.
Come on. Put it over here. What else?
That's all.
That's it?
Thank
Not
you
your
very
shirt?
much. Mm-mm.
That your shirt?
Yeah, that's my
That's
shirt.
your pants?
Yes.
Those your sneaks?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, they are. Now, Robert, that's my stuff. And guess what? And guess what? When you're out of this show, you know what you and your new best buddy are going to do? You're going to take mops. You're going to take a whole bucket. And you're going to go up there and you're going to clean it. We'll be back after this. Shocking 8, 9, and 10-year-olds. Hold on. Everyone, this is Tammy. Take a look at this video that Tammy shot herself a few days ago. Now, what you're seeing is Tammy's 8-year-old daughter, Brooke Lynn, smoking a cigarette. Her 8-year-old daughter finds cigarettes and smokes them. And if it's not bad enough at just 8, Brooke Lynn has been suspended from the 3rd grade, get this, 20 times. She has punched, slapped, and cursed at her teachers to the point where on 2 occasions, the police had to come to school and remove her. Tammy says her daughter's behavior is tearing her apart. Watch.
My name is Tammy. My daughter's name is Brooklyn. She's 8 years old. She misbehaves. She beats up her teachers. She's been brought home late at 2 o'clock in the morning by the police already, like 10 times. Her friends are mainly teenagers, and she smokes and she drinks. I'm afraid for her with that. Drinking could kill her and smoking could kill her. And from what I know, she does drugs. My daughter's been suspended from school like about 20 times. She's been kicked out of school. That hurts too because she's very intelligent and she's throwing her life away. I love her and I don't want her to end up dead or a prostitute or being bad. I want her to be a normal 8-year-old girl. I want her to be normal. I want her just to be a loving 8-year-old little girl who plays with Barbies and plays with dolls and, you know, goes to the park and plays with their friends, not go to the park and smoke cigarettes and drink and do drugs. I'm lost. I don't have a clue what to do. I just want help for her, that's all.
So that's what she does?
Yeah.
And do you know if she's smoking?
I didn't know until I saw that.
Does she drink?
I'm not too sure. I'm sure she has, yeah.
Now, to give you a glimpse of her behavior, here is some home video that Tammy shot of her daughter mouthing off to her brother.
Okay, badass, why don't you just give me the or did you try to keep whistling? Who came up with this stuff? What? She wished the she could have just spanked me? Mom, tell him to give me the I want to.
You don't need to talk like that. You're 8 years old.
Well, to me, in my mind, I don't give
Now, this is what is kind of confusing to understand. You say she's very smart.
She's very intelligent.
And she's been suspended 20 times from school.
Yeah.
From the 3rd grade.
Yeah, she doesn't want to do the work. She beats up her teachers. She punches them, kicks them, bites them.
And where does this anger come from?
I have no idea.
Before the show, my producer sat down with your daughter. This is what she had to say.
Tell me who you hit.
I hit my teachers, my friends, my grandma, my brother.
Do you hit your mother?
I hit her with my sister's stuffed chair.
How do you feel about school?
I hate school. Who needs school? We're smart enough already. I think we can learn stuff on our own.
Tell me what you did to your teacher.
Well, I pinched her so hard that I made her bleed. I slapped her so hard that I made her cry. I swear at her, I call her names like a slut, a whore, bitch. I like to say, get me the hell out of here when she throws me in the timeout room.
Have you been suspended from school?
Yeah, I've been suspended somewhere around, say, 10, 15 times.
Brooklyn, you're 8 years old. Do you smoke?
Yes, I smoke cigarettes about 16 times a day.
Do you steal?
Yes, I do steal. I've stolen a donation box from a church, money from a church.
What's the latest you've ever stayed out?
I've stayed out till 2 a.m. and I sneak out with a whole bunch of teenagers and with my best friend.
Did you hear that? She stole from the collection box at church?
Yeah. She went in there into the church. She was going to Sunday school. And when they weren't around, she went in with some other kids and took the money out of the donation box.
Oh, I gotta meet this one. Here's Brooklyn. Hi, Brooklyn. How are you?
Good.
Aren't you pretty? Isn't you a pretty little girl?
No.
Huh?
Mom. Why did you do this?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Brooklyn, what about school? Because I can tell you're real smart. What happens in school? Why do they keep throwing you out of school?
Because I get in fights with my teachers and my
why?
friends.
But why do you do that? I mean, but why would you get in fight with a don't you like your teachers? Why? Because they ask you to do work?
I don't like work.
You don't like work?
No.
Oh, I remember. You're the one who said you didn't have to go to school because you learned it all already, right?
Maybe.
Huh? If you went to kindergarten, 1st grade, and 2nd grade, you said, what do I need school anymore for? Right? You can learn on your own, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A doctor.
A doctor. I love this. I love this. How many doctors do we know didn't get past the 2nd grade? You ever steal anything since you've been around my show?
Hair clips.
Hair clips. Where are those hair clips? Take them off. You got pretty hair on its own. Give me back my hair clips. Come on. Now, what's in your pocketbook?
Stuff that the other kid gave me that I didn't even know that he stole.
Some other kid gave it to you? Some other kid gave you a pocketbook that you're carrying in your pocketbook?
Oh, and the kid gave me this.
How about the bracelet?
This was his that he gave me.
Is he out here yet? Robert?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, boy, we're hearing some tall tales. We'll be back right after this. Shocking 8, 9, and 10-year-olds. Hold on. This is Juanita. And Juanita says night after night she finds herself praying that her 10-year-old daughter, Kenethia, will somehow change her wild, violent ways. Now, Juanita says that her 10-year-old daughter is so out of control. One day on the school bus, she got so mad at the bus driver, she bit the bus driver and punched the bus driver, who's 52, in the stomach. Could you believe it when they told you? Now, what is she like in school?
A nightmare.
She been suspended at all?
School just started. She's been suspended a total of 13 times, including last year.
And you have no idea why she does it?
I don't know. I asked her.
I mean, it's a happy home. You got your kids like each other and everything.
Yeah.
Does she try to beat up on her older brothers and sisters?
No, but she did. My grandbaby was 6 months old, and she took my grandbaby and she stabbed her with an ink pen in her arm right here when my daughter went to take the pamper out.
You know something? This is what you tell all these stories, and I'm walking down the hall this morning, and this little girl comes up to me, sweet as she can be, gives me the biggest hug you ever saw in your life. And I'm ready to take her home.
You go right ahead. I guarantee you bring her back. You take her home, you gonna bring her back. You'll send her home FedEx. You will send her home
So
FedEx.
she's got me fooled.
You want her? You can have her. I sent this child to boot camp out in Arizona, you know.
Right?
She went out to the tent.
And what happened?
She wasn't there 5 minutes. They had her handcuffed. And when I picked her up the next morning, oh, Mommy, I miss you. I love you.
Yeah?
For a month.
Yeah?
She was right back at it.
1 month. Huh?
1 month. I need help, Maury. Can you please help me?
Well, I'm going to try.
Please help me.
But this is what your daughter had to say before the show to our supervising producer. Watch this.
Oh, my God.
Tell me what you did to your 52-year-old bus driver.
I bit her, I punched her in the guts, and I pulled her hair.
Tell me why you've been suspended 3 times from school.
Because I was kicking the teachers, and I was cursing at them, being disrespectful.
Tell me what you did to your cousin.
I stabbed her in the arm with a pen.
What have you stolen?
Gum, candy, batteries, and money.
What do you say to the teachers at school?
Tell them they're gay, they're two-cent whores, and bitches, and leave me alone.
What do you do when you get in trouble at school?
Go knock on teachers' doors and go in teachers' room and tell them.
Here she is, Kenethia. Kenethia, come on out. Can I get another hug? Huh? Can I get another hug? No, you. We've been hearing some stories about you. They're not pretty. They're not nice stories. You know that, don't you?
Yes.
I want to ask one question because I heard all about the bus driver. Why did you do it?
Because I wanted to.
And why did you want to? What was going on that you wanted to?
Because I had a bad day.
You had a bad day. Now, before the show, we put you in a green room, and there was a hidden camera in that green room. So take a look at what we caught you doing here. Watch this, Kenethia.
You stealing. Now you stealing.
Did you ever steal anything before?
Yeah,
Where's the money?
he has it.
Who has it? Did you give it back to somebody?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
don't know, but I know.
But you gave it to
We was tackling it on the floor, but I can't find it now. It's on the floor somewhere.
So who'd you give that money to?
Mom, we was.
Well, Mom, you better tell me who you gave that money to. I work hard every day to take care of you. I come here for this man to help me. You embarrass me.
Mama, don't cry. It's gonna be all right, Mama.
So we're going to find that money, aren't we?
Yeah, it's
Tell that
dropped
man,
somewhere.
tell Mr. Povich, where is his money?
I don't know where it is.
Well, what did you do with it?
Who'd
Me and
you?
him was tackling it. It was in
Me,
my
him, who? How many hymns are there up here?
Somebody, let me ask you this. Any of the other kids have her money? No.
And I want to know where that money is. I want to know where the money is.
Like that. If I could stand up, I'm not done.
All right, well, we'll work that out. We'll be back right after this. Shocking 8, 9, and 10-year-olds. Hold on. Now, you all might think it's just fun when you punch and kick and beat people up. But how would you feel if you really hurt somebody? Well, when these pictures were taken of my next guest, Nick, he was 10 years old. He had his entire life ahead of him until another child, about you guys' ages, shot Nick because he thought it would be cool. It changed Nick's life forever. Watch. All Connie Harrington wanted was what was best for her sons. She and her fiancé had just moved to Boise in search of a better life. 3 weeks later, her 9-year-old son, Nicky, lay lifeless and limp on her floor while she tried desperately to stop the gush of blood from his neck. Nicky had been playing video games with a 12-year-old boy when the boy picked up a hunting rifle and shot him at point-blank range in the neck. Luckily, Nicky survived the senseless shooting. However, he's paralyzed from the neck down. And he's here. Everybody, here's Nick. He's now 14. Good to see you. Well, you've grown up.
Yep.
Good to see you.
Good
Have you
to
been
see you too.
backstage hearing these stories?
Yep.
Do you think their stories are any different than the stories of maybe that kid who shot you?
They all have about the same type of actions. They're all, you know,
Right.
trying to hurt people and stuff.
Now, what do you think about these kids who are acting out the way they are? What would you like to say to them?
That your actions are really going to hurt someone. You know, about 4 years ago, I got shot because of a kid that was acting a lot like you guys, you know. And it's definitely not, it changes your life a lot, you know. I can't do a lot of things I used to, you know.
Okay, well, this is what I'd like to have happen. I want you to talk to these kids a little later on backstage. We got a little extra duty job for young Tommy and Robert over there. They're going to get some mops and a bucket of water, and they're going to be going. And now, Juanita and all the other moms, we want to make sure that we keep in touch with your kids and maybe send them in the right direction. And to help us do that is the spokesperson for the National Mentoring Partnership. So please welcome everybody, Mr. Gordon Weinberger. Here's Gordon. Gordon, good to see you.
Oh, yeah.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
So you've been backstage, you've heard all these stories. it's not things that you haven't heard before.
You know, stories we've talked about here. I guess the story that really affected me the most was the time that I spent with Nicholas in the green room, and it impacted me as much as it probably impacted all of you.
So Gordon's going to do something.
Right. What we're going to do is we're going to put you together with a positive adult role model 1 hour a week. Somebody who's not part of your family, somebody you do not know, but when they come to you, they're going to be a friend. They're going to help you with self-esteem. They're going to help you be and do whatever you want to do. However, it's going to be absolutely positive. There's no reason why you can't be really positive part of our society, a positive part of our world.
So stand up, kids. Let's go backstage with Gordon, and Nick's going to come back there, and maybe we can turn this all around. Come on, Tommy. Come on, be with us. We'll be back right after this. Shocking 8, 9, and 10-year-olds. All on tape. After the show, Gordon and Nick led the kids backstage so that Nick could share his tragic story and make sure they know how devastating their actions could be. They seemed to be genuinely affected by the hardship that Nick had to endure and asked him how such a horrible tragedy could happen.
I was about 9 years old when it happened.
He back here? No, he's not
Nope.
here. Where is he?
But he acted just like you. Your actions have huge consequences. You can really hurt people, and it's not funny. And you're talking about shooting people and stuff. That's not cool. That's not funny, and you're going to really hurt someone. When I woke up in the hospital, it wasn't good at all. Sometimes I do think it's worse than death. You know, not being able to move and not having any privacy.
Everyone was so moved by Nick's strength and courage that they offered him hugs as a show of support. Now that the kids know how dangerous their behavior could be, Gordon's next step was setting them up with adult mentors in their hometowns that will be there to listen, talk, and be a positive role model in their lives.
I'm here to get each of you somebody that will come and visit with you 1 hour a week. A positive person. We call that person a mentor. A mentor is a friend. A mentor is somebody that's there to be with you guys 1 hour a week. This is something that I do on my own time, helping you guys out. I'm willing to help each and every single one of you.
Hopefully, the mentors will be able to continue what we started today, getting these kids back onto a positive path. Shocking 8, 9, and 10-year-olds. All on tape. After the show, Gordon set up the kids with mentors in their hometowns in an effort to get them back on a productive track. And we plan on following their progress and updating their stories on future shows. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Until next time, America.